All right, what up, guys? So this video is going to be about possible spoilers, rumors, and cast listings for the upcoming MCU projects. If you don't want to be spoiled, I suggest you exit, leave now. So we're going to start with the easy lifting first and then get into the heavy swing of things later on. First, let's start with possible Disney Plus content that could be in the works. Okay, rumor is Wong and America Chavez, they're possibly getting their own Disney Plus show or special presentation named Strange Academy. So my theory for this whole Strange Academy rumor is we're really about to bark on the supernatural and magic. Strange is here, Wanda is here, Blade, Agatha, Moon Knight, Werewolf by Night, Mephisto, the Hood. These are all confirmed characters that's involved in the occult or sorcery. So we're here. We're right dab in the smack of all this. The rumor is Wong could be taking in some of these inexperienced magic or supernatural users like America Chavez, the Hood, maybe even Miss Marvel, who knows, to help guide and teach them how to properly harness their powers to get ready for this big battle that's coming. I'm so down for it. And I want to see Brother Voodoo. Hopefully this is where he shows up. The Midnight Angels are possibly coming as well. This is rumored to be a Game of Thrones level show with all the major players returning. Now, I really don't believe you're getting this full cast on a TV show, but who knows? This cast seems to really love the Black Panther franchise, but I can understand them wanting to get more bang for their buck by doing movies instead. So what we know for sure is Ryan Coogler has this major deal with Disney. And there's always been speculation that we could get an Okoye show or World of Wakanda show, but now it's sounding like it's going to be a Midnight Angels project. Yo, I'm down for Midnight Angels. I love the Dora Milaje. They're so fire. And Danai Gurira was actually she was on one of the talk shows the other night, and they mentioned, hey, is there something in the works for your character? And she pretty much stated yeah, I can kind of tell you a little bit, but I can't go into much detail. So it sounds like there's 100% something in the works. Maybe Okoye or Midnight Angels or something else. Who knows? But honestly, I want to see this kid T'Challa. Yo, there's so much to work with here with T'Challa having Haitian influence around him. I really want to see this character develop. But yo, to be honest, I'll take anything from Coogler. You can give us a T'Challa show, Midnight Angels, World of Wakanda. I don't care. I'll take anything from Coogler. Silver Surfer is also on the list of possible characters getting a special presentation on Disney Plus. He could be the main villain in the new Fantastic Four movie that's coming. So the theory is you can give him a Disney Plus special to prep people for the first family and introduce us to who Silver Surfer is. I'm also hearing that they're possibly doing something very similar with Sentry. He's possibly the main villain of the Thunderbolts, so giving him a Disney Plus special to introduce us to Sentry and prep us for this movie is probably the route they're going to start going with some of these characters. Also, we've been hearing about this Nova Disney Plus special or TV show for years. It's just never been confirmed, so we're still going to keep Nova in the hat as well as a possible Disney Plus show in the works. Now, this isn't Disney Plus related, but we have great confirmation that Eternals is for sure happening. Only thing is, we don't know if Chloe Zhao is attached. Angelina Jolie spoiled it during the press runs when Eternals first came out, so we already kind of had a good idea that it was coming. But here recently, in the past week or so, we received another slight confirmation from the actor who plays Gilgamesh. His agent did a press release statement listing all of his upcoming movies, and guess what was listed? Eternals 2. Did he break an NDA? Who knows? Now, I've always said I don't think Chloe Zhao is a bad director. I just think this medium wasn't right for her. Eternals should have been a Disney Plus show where we could really get to know these characters. We can't say that people don't enjoy the palette of the Eternals because people love Game of Thrones. Can you imagine if Game of Thrones was only a 2-hour movie? It wouldn't feel the same because you need those 9+ hours to really get to know those characters, and that's what made us fall in love with Game of Thrones. And that's exactly what we needed for the Eternals. So the biggest flaw was there just wasn't enough time to connect with the characters. It was too many characters for a short movie. So I wouldn't be surprised if she's off the project, but we do know for sure that there is an Eternals 2 movie coming. Let's get into some casting news. So RDJ, Robert Downey Jr., is back for Secret Wars. Honestly, everybody is on the table. Chris Evans, Michael B. Jordan, Scarlett Johansson says she's out, but money talks, she may come back. With Secret Wars coming, you can bring literally anybody who's ever been in a Marvel project into this movie. The original X-Men cast, the new school X-Men cast, both Fantastic Four movies, like there's endless options of who could possibly show up in this movie. So it's no surprise that RDJ is back. Harrison Ford has officially been confirmed as General Ross, which he will eventually turn into the Red Hulk. I'm also hearing rumblings that Adam Driver is possibly Reed Richards. But who knows? We don't know for sure. I really don't think that they have this cast narrowed down just yet, but they're getting there. I've been saying for the longest they should give that role to Regé-Jean Page, but people would be so pissed off. Jessica Jones is officially back, so is Punisher. We're hearing that Jessica Jones could be showing up in Echo, but it could also possibly be switched that Punisher is now showing up in Echo. But both are also rumored to be showing up in Daredevil as well. Giancarlo Esposito really wants to be Professor X. That man wants that job. He's been promoting himself since last summer when there was rumors during Comic-Con that we were going to get this big announcement that he was playing Professor X and Denzel Washington was playing Magneto. I knew that was false. And this is only my speculation. I think age is going to play a factor. I think they want someone on the younger side because we're nowhere near getting the X-Men. And once we get them, it's going to be a pretty long ride. I think they want to go with someone a little bit younger, maybe mid-40s to early 50s, so they can ride that train for about 10 to 15 years. Giancarlo Esposito will be 65 this year. We're not getting the X-Men probably for another 5 years. That puts him at 70 years old. I just don't know, man. I hope they can find room for him in the MCU if they don't give him Professor X, but we'll see. Who knows? Let's jump into the rumored cast of Coven of Chaos. This show is starring the wonderful Kathryn Hahn. Here are some of the returning cast members from WandaVision. Emmy Caulfield, who played Dottie. I think Dottie is a witch. Deborah Jo Rupp as Mrs. Hart. She'll be back as well. Kate Forbes, who played Evanora Harkness. She's also making a return. So let's get into the newbies. Joe Locke is rumored to be playing Wanda's son Billy, aka Wiccan. And there's also heavy speculation that Miles Riley is playing Hulkling. We also have some news that Aubrey Plaza could be playing the main villain of the story. Ali Khan, Maria Dazia, Sajir Zamata, Patty Lou Pon are all suspected to be a part of the Coven. Filming is supposed to start sometime this week, so the cast is looking real witchy here, and I'm ready to see some witch beef. As of this filming, Wakanda Forever is sitting at roughly $832 million at the box office, so that makes this franchise, Black Panther 1 and 2, a $2 billion powerhouse. So as the box office run slows down a bit, Marvel is eyeing a potential Disney Plus release date of February 1st. I just want to say Wakanda Forever is like fine wine. It gets so much better with time. I've had about 3 viewings and each watch it just gets better. It's really a solid film and I'm proud of what this crew put together under such extreme circumstances. It's also the best-selling movie with a black woman lead, and I also seen that it's the best-selling superhero movie with a female lead. So they did a great job, and I'm really proud of Ryan Coogler and team. Let's chat about the Thunderbolts. So there's talk that Sentry will possibly be the main villain in Thunderbolts. So let's get into some brief history on who Sentry is. He has these Superman type powers because he ends up taking a super soldier serum that's way more potent than the one Steve Rogers took. People have said that he has the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns. I'm hearing that the movie is possibly about Sentry being one of the Thunderbolts, but halfway through the film, his mental health shuts down and he ends up turning on him. And they have to spend pretty much the rest of the movie either trying to kill him or contain him. General Ross, Val, the leader, and the Serpent Society are all possible villains for the Captain America 4 New World Order movie. First off, I'm not buying this in totality. There's only going to be one big bad, and I think it's going to be Red Hulk. I think Val is going to be somewhat involved with the leader and General Ross connecting up to make the Red Hulk. I don't want to give Val and the leader villain titles because honestly, they're really just a means to the end for the government / General Ross. Hopefully this movie has a more serious tone and they don't just use the Serpent Society in the same way they used the Wrecking Crew in She-Hulk. They were kind of just used really quickly and then discarded and thrown away. So back to Sam. Sam is supposed to be putting together a team of new Avengers because people are about to go to war over vibranium and adamantium. People are considering adamantium more powerful and valuable than vibranium. And the theory is Tiamat from the Eternals is essentially going to carry minerals of adamantium because right now we have a celestial just sticking out the side of the earth and it's an alien creature. So I'm sure its body is either made up of some crazy metals or by having its body just blending in with the earth, I'm sure it's creating some weird fuels and elements. First off, I want to say Scott Lang is not dying. He's going to take a pretty bad butt whooping, but he's not dying. He's definitely going to get stuck in the quantum realm again, but he's gonna survive. So the plot leaks are saying Kang needs a power source for his chair in exchange for Cassie's life. That's why he makes this deal with Scott to retrieve the source, and he will give him more time and give him his daughter back. So that's the basis of the movie. Kang needs something to power his time traveling chair so he can get out of the quantum realm and just start conquering. We are now about 1 month away from Ant-Man 3, and we have some info about how Jonathan Majors approaches Kang. He did an interview with Nerd Bunker and stated the following. I think with Kang, my objective with every role I play is to make them as universal and human as possible. I think we'd be lucky to have a big bad that also allows the audience to oscillate between cheering and booing. End quote. I'm so excited to see Jonathan Majors tackle this role. He's such a fascinating actor. After Killmonger, it seems like the MCU really leaned into the sympathetic villain role, so it's expected for us to view Kang in a gray light. I think we're also going to see many different variants of Kang, some good ones and some bad ones, so this is just going to be great to watch. Here's some more Kang news. So it's being discussed that the Beyonder will be the big bad for Secret Wars and that he will also be a Kang variant. And that's kind of crazy because the Beyonder is like a super powered, crazy cosmic being, and then Kang is actually just a human. Unless the Beyonder made or created Kang into being a human being. Who knows? I know a lot of people are hoping for Dr. Doom, but I just don't see it happening anytime soon. There's just not enough time to fit him in properly, and I think they really want to do Dr. Doom extremely thorough and make sure his character is done properly. So that's all I have today. Like, subscribe, and leave me a comment, and let's kind of get to know each other. Peace out, guys.